This is the Kashcroe Radio Show. Now your hosts, Andre Russell and cohorts Shaquan and Darren.
What's going on, guys? Welcome to episode 2 of the Kashcroe Radio Show, your hub for all things video game entertainment. Here we discuss everything that's happening in the world of gaming. So if you discovered us on any of our major podcast platforms, consider subscribing. We drop every Tuesday. Also, if you enjoyed the content so far, please give us a 5-star rating. Yep, 5-star rating on Apple and Spotify. It helps us in the rankings and it gets our content in front of a lot more people. So it'd be awesome if you guys did that. Now, if you're tuning in on YouTube, subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can know when we drop fresh content. On YouTube, we do a bunch of other awesome video game related content. So stay tuned. With all that said, I'm your host, Dre, and with me today, I got my boys with me. You know who they be. Shaquan, and live from the Espada studio, here's Darren.
Yes, what's up? How you doing?
What's good, fellas?
What's up?
Let the people know who you are, where they can find you.
Once again, Shaquan. My Instagram is Bachelor, BACHELAH. Be on Instagram, Twitter, wherever else, you know. Yeah, screenwriter, songwriter, podcaster. What's up?
Spada. On Twitch is Spada T13. Twitter is Spada Neg. It's NEG. I'm doing some everything now. YouTubing, Twitching, podcasting. You know, listen, we all over the place. If we not, we trying to get there.
Yeah. So, fellas, I wanted to talk to you guys about E3 today. They just made a major announcement that all their panels this year is going to be all digital. What do you guys think about that?
Just a matter of time, honestly.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm kind of weird that this wasn't it before, and this is just now. But I feel like that makes sense. Nintendo's been doing a Nintendo Direct. When the last time have they had a stand on stage presentation? PlayStation's been doing their PlayStation experience is separate from E3, so it's it's about time. It makes sense.
You think it's gonna hurt like fan enthusiasm?
No,
I don't think so. Because in a sense, it's a lot more accessible. Because before, if you weren't there, you technically aren't getting like the full experience and like the prices to even get to E3. I think me and Darren were looking at like how much it would cost to like go to E3 one of these years, and it was
that shit was like
a whole lot. So
Shaquan, we talked about doing it too at one point.
Yeah, listen, E3, every gamer, I feel like at one point has wanted to go to E3. So it's kind of disappointing that it's not going to be in person, but at the same time, it's still an opportunity for everybody to just like experience it.
Absolutely.
So,
Yeah. What do you think about PlayStation and their PlayStation experience? You think they're going to do that this year and skip E3 altogether?
I think they probably would. I was hoping maybe that they would, because I like when everybody's on the same stage because it's like it's more competitive. I feel like it has that sense of competition.
Yeah. It's like an arena, bro. When
So everybody's like, he just dropped this. Like we're gonna see what's gonna drop that. Like it's whatever. It's like it's just like a whole lot of content at one time. So if they're not there, it's not. I don't think it's really going to change much if like they're all going to be online.
Yeah, because it's going to feel like an extension of E3 regardless, right?
Yeah, we're just kind of wait. We're just going to wait if it comes before or after. We're just going to have to wait to find out what's going to happen.
Exactly.
So, but I do think though that them having it to themselves put them at kind of a disadvantage last year because like Microsoft is just like really really pushing the whole like Game Pass, and so like. They're just like the marketing is just in your face. So it's like E3, I feel like gathers more like a wider audience. So them having that marketing in everybody's face, it kind of puts, Sony, if they just have their Sony event, it might have some gamers. I don't think it's going to have the same type of mixed crowd. It's going to be more people who are already like on the Sony.
Yeah, because if you're in the E3 weekend, you know what that weekend is based on. You're looking for new releases. You're looking for new tech. You're looking for all types of entertainment game-wise. If I'm working or I'm busy, you can ask Shaq, whether I'm at work, whether I'm at home, let's tap into E3. Let's see what's going on to the convention or whatever. Like whatever we can catch, let's catch it together, whatever.
Yeah.
If I'm at work, most I'll go is, oh wow, there's a PlayStation experience on now, whatever. But I'm not too excited to watch it.
Yeah, because it's not like you're setting your calendars for
Exactly.
PlayStation
Exactly.
experience. Yeah, it makes sense.
So
It doesn't have like the same. It doesn't like ring the same
No.
bells in your head. Like yo, E3. Oh shit, I'm about to
Yeah,
miss
because
E3.
everybody's looking
Like,
at
did you
E3,
catch
right?
the PlayStation experience?
But
I'll see the article.
I think it's
probably.
because of
I'll see it
competition
tomorrow.
that they pulled out of that.
Mhm.
I feel like
Yeah.
it's
Think so?
I feel like there's so much like you have. So it's weird now. So like you said, Bethesda has their own panel. Activision has their own panel.
Which is crazy.
Exactly.
I'm not even going to talk about. I'm not even going to say
Right.
anything. But let's talk about that later.
So just think about that now. If I have Xbox having a panel, Activision having a panel, and Bethesda having a panel, and Nintendo doing its own thing, I'm getting my ass out of there. I'm doing my own thing away from everyone
Right,
surrounding me. So I get it, especially if I don't have consoles to sell you guys, or
Right.
I'm showing you a bunch of new games that you could probably watch a YouTuber play because you don't have a console yet. So
Right. 'Cause you know what it is? I was thinking in the reverse, right? I feel like PlayStation was more feeling themselves more, and that's why they backed out. It's like, yo,
That's what I was
we don't
thinking
really
too.
need E3. We can do this on our own.
they're
type
not
shit.
doing a good job.
That's what I thought. Because the biggest conversation is like PlayStation has the games, but
Right.
like given our recent like news,
Exactly. So
Yeah.
we'll see.
man. Apart from that, isn't PlayStation trying to get like some kind of Xbox Game Pass type feature
Yeah,
now?
Spartacus.
Yeah, that's
Spartacus.
That's
That's
what
what it's called.
That's the name that's been thrown all around.
Working
Spartacus.
yeah.
It's probably a
so
working title.
Probably.
When Game Pass first came out, like, bro, the entire industry was like, "Oh, that's stupid. That's not gonna work." I was immediately like, "Oh, that sounds fucking
Right.
great."
That's
Like,
bro.
that's
That,
cool.
that had to work. It's
But,
like
like-
Netflix for video games.
Right.
What are we
And
talking about right now?
But I guess I understand it from the perspective because as much as everybody uses Netflix, Netflix is like effectively been running on a loss for like
Mhm.
the past couple years. Like
Right.
they're not making any types of profit.
Mhm.
Like everything they do at this point kind of is just like, yo, off goodwill in a sense. They're not really making back that money simply from like subscribing. So that's why you see them like raising prices. And I feel like people were like thinking, okay, that's gonna happen to Game Pass.
Right.
But I don't know. I just feel like it looks to be paying. It looks to be paying off. It looks to be paying off. And Sony, I remember they asked Sony. I don't remember who specifically, and I don't want to say the wrong name or nothing like that. But they asked somebody at Sony. They were like, "Oh, you guys have any plans to do like a Game Pass?" I'm like, no, not right now. We're not. I didn't even say that. I don't think they even said not right now. They were just like, no, we're not doing that. And then like a couple months ago, then you hear, yeah, we're trying to do.
Yo,
something
you know what it
that's
is?
it's gonna blow
You know
out
what
the
it
water.
is? Sorry to cut you off, Shaycon, but you know what it is? Sony is stubborn. Because remember when we were talking about backwards compatibility? They were like, nah, we're not going to do that. If you want to play backwards compatible games, go get yourself a PS2 or a
Yeah,
PS3.
dumb
Remember that
that
conversation?
sounds.
Yeah,
That's dumb,
that's
bro.
so stupid because
And they realize that like a lot of fans want access to their
It just
library
seems
without going back to the older consoles.
they just need some pushback. They need, as soon as they they'll say whatever they want to say, but like once they start getting pushback from like fans and like the overwhelming majority is gonna like the conversation is leaning one way, then they'll like play their hand again.
It's almost like a waiting game. They're trying to wait and see what
right.
happens.
It's like we can push the button to make this backwards compatible, but we'll wait until we have enough.
Yeah,
like,
but
there's enough noise.
why not come out and say, hey, we're not really sure yet. We're just gonna, instead of just like coming out outright saying
Right.
no, we're not doing that.
Okay,
and then
so
come
the
back and
closest
backtrack.
Closest thing they've ever come to what you're saying is like they had when everybody was like cross-platform, because everybody's so like cross-platform has become like so a part of everybody's everyday life
Right.
now.
Yeah.
A year and a half ago, cross-platform was like a dream.
A dream.
Like,
A year and a half ago?
Yo,
Think about that for a second.
bro.
Even longer, bro.
Bro,
Absolutely.
I feel like it's been a year and I feel like it hasn't been that
Longer.
long. Like it feels like just yesterday, like Fortnite was the only game that you could play with. Like if you had because Darren used to only have a PlayStation, I had an Xbox. That would be the only game that me and him could play.
Right.
It was probably fucking Fortnite.
Right.
And I don't play no
At
fucking
all. I
Fortnite.
can't stand that game.
No, I love. No, I'm just not good at it. Like I don't have a problem with it. I'm just not really good at it.
Mhm.
But it was like a thing where Microsoft was very open, and Phil Spencer was like, yeah, we would love to
right.
have cross-platform, and then Nintendo was like, oh yeah, no problem, we literally just pushed the button, and then you started seeing a bunch of Microsoft PC, Xbox PC thing, and then Sony was just like, oh, we want to protect our what was it, our ecosystem, and blah. Basically they were implying that if they opened up like their games to other like ecosystems, they cannot protect their like players from toxicity, I guess. I'm like, bro, it's video games. It's going to be toxic regardless. Like, you're not, it's going to be the same people. It's not like it's a different set of people that's playing one day. They're just people that have games, bro.
Right.
And now they jumped on the train because everybody loves it.
You have no choice. They just been sinking since like
I feel
PlayStation.
like they've been on top too long. They've been on top too long that their judgment's kind of clouded.
Yeah.
So
that's what it is.
I can see that.
Since like PS3, like I've been the dedicated like PlayStation guy. PS3, PS4. So like PS3, the whole thing with PS3 was like, okay, hey, we don't even have you're not even paying a subscription, but Xbox is. So that's trash. Got to pay a subscription to play online, yada yada. So
But the thing is, people weren't really looking at what Xbox was
not
doing,
at all.
though. Like, they were building a community,
Absolutely.
bro. Like, even now, PlayStation's like online community is not all that great.
Because we didn't even have parties then. We could
not really. No,
on PS3.
I didn't even know that till you mentioned that the other day. That
so
so wild.
Speaking on toxicity, that's what I'm saying. Like, I jump into a Modern Warfare 2 lobby and I'm getting cursed out for just breathing in the lobby, and I'm just like, yo, like, and I can't escape that unless I turn my mic off or mute somebody. So like, and even with PS4, like, here's PlayStation Now. The idea of PlayStation Now is great, but for me streaming a game that on your end you can't hold up for me while I'm playing the game, that's a waste of my money. I just wasted $20 for nonsense that you can't keep up on your end. So now that I'm over,
and that's the other thing, like, to have cloud saves, you have to pay for it.
If you're not a PlayStation Plus member, you have no cloud data.
You can't cloud save. You know that, right, Jake?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, you can't.
Nope.
You have to pay for those things, which is crazy.
Absolutely.
But you wanna scrutinize Xbox for having on a paywall behind, like, playing with people.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I can't even save a game on PlayStation
at all
without paying for it.
At all.
So yeah, it just seems like once there's enough, and one thing about gamers, and like, it's I have a love-hate. I'm a gamer, yes, but I have a love-hate relationship with like gamers and gamer narratives. But one thing you can say is, like, if somebody has an issue with something, they're gonna voice it.
Absolutely.
So you can't escape it for too long. Once people start saying like one thing and you realize that the narrative is going one way, you as a CEO, you can't just look at that and not do anything. You have to do something. So if we want Sony to do something, I'm pretty confident that it'll happen. It just might not happen as fast as we want it to, but that might change because they're like, see what they having like a Game Pass competitor now. Like, all it took was a little bit of like people kind of bullying,
and that could be big.
So that could be great. It could like, I would, and competition is great. Like, because maybe they might do it, and then fucking Nintendo. I have no hopes for Nintendo
at all.
But
Nintendo at all. They barely give you a sale. They're not giving you nothing.
I'm sorry. I don't think so either.
You're gonna pay this membership, and you're gonna sit there and you're gonna play Mario. Okay?
You gonna eat your food, and you gonna love it. You gonna love your food.
Exactly.
Right.
So, but just for argument's sake, like, if PlayStation does what they're doing and it's like really, really, like, it just let's say blows Game Pass out the water, like, for whatever reason, Nintendo might be like, all right, we want to put our foot into the ring and see what's going on.
Right.
Bro, I don't know. I feel like Nintendo is on such a different level when it comes to this conversation, bro. Yeah. They don't care because they have that bro. Remember, these Nintendo's a titan in the industry.
Absolutely,
bro. Listen, Nintendo is. I said this probably yesterday. I was having a conversation. Nintendo has like my favorite IPs in a sense, and I think that the way that they go about, like, just if you look at Sony, they have like a bunch of new IPs that'll come out like maybe every year, but then they'll go back to every now and then like a Spyro,
right,
or a Crash Bandicoot that we look to, bro. How many fucking Mario games? How many Mario games are out there, bro? We've been playing Super Mario Brothers, the extended new edition.
Listen,
every
no
fucking
matter
like,
what,
is every couple years,
no matter what,
and people are going to buy it. People are going to buy it. It's just it's like this is a powerful IP, and it's not like they're not doing new things as well. But like they'll take one IP and they'll make it a new things like, oh, you like fighting? Here's a fighting Mario. You like driving? Here's Mario, but he's driving.
Mario
you
golf?
like tennis? He's playing
you
tennis.
You want to see Mario and Sonic at the Olympics? We got
Yes,
you.
sir.
We got that.
And
Listen,
every year,
and I admire
it's
that.
both. Like it's like you think of Nintendo games, and you see all like these kiddie type games. Literally, there are, and I'm one. There are grown ass men and little kids alike buying all these Nintendo games.
Yeah,
so
bro, Nintendo it has,
and
like,
they got Pokemon. Let's not forget Pokemon.
Bro, they have so many like IPs that are just like, and people might look at like, oh, Nintendo. Like people look at Sony, Xbox, and like, oh, these are adult, blah blah blah, whatever. And Nintendo's for kids. Like, says who?
Exactly,
bro? Like,
absolutely.
I was playing
A lot of us
Mario
grew up on
Party the
Nintendo.
other
There you
day
go.
and was screaming at the TV, bro. Like,
bro, I'm telling you.
listen. It's just a who doesn't like to have fun, and it goes back to the conversation that my narrative that I was pushing from like last week. Like, games should be fun. Let's make games
Absolutely,
fun, bro.
Right.
I don't want to pay a war. Like I tell Shaq, like I don't like GTA 5, literally because it.
You don't?
Nah, it feels like a job playing
right
online.
I feels like a job.
This conversation.
There's no
right
reason I should be dead broke and can't pay my water bill, and my mechanic can't drop my car off. Like what?
No, but I feel like, have you guys played the Final Fantasy? Final Fantasy is something similar. I heard like you guys have to buy
which
gas.
Oh,
Bro,
the
you
last
have to
one,
buy
really?
gas in
That's
Final
disgusting.
Fantasy.
That's
Yeah.
disgusting. That's disgusting.
But it's been doing so good. Like I've heard nothing but good things. I haven't played it, so I can't say yeah or nay. But like I've been hearing good things about. Final
Like I
Fantasy
have a
14.
friend who's like, I guess we could have him on the show at some point, but that guy's more like a Final Fantasy aficionado,
Okay.
bro. Like he can break down Final Fantasy for everybody, like anybody, right?
And
But this guy told me you have to buy gas, you get jobs and stuff. You can buy gas, you get jobs and stuff. Yo, it feels like he told me it's like it's more like a simulator.
well, people love that.
But people, I don't get it. You can have road trips, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
you can have a
you
road
definitely
trip in
can.
Final
You
Fantasy.
definitely can.
And I'm like,
wait, isn't it free? Isn't it? I'm pretty
I'm
sure.
not sure. I'm not sure.
Free or
Which
something
one?
Like that. If I'm not, 14, because it's like an online.
Yeah, 14
game,
is.
Yeah, it's an online
15
game.
is the one that you could drive around and get like little jobs and stuff like that I know of. I don't know if it's a universal thing, but you could do it at 15 for sure.
all right, so let's jump back to the E3 question. Like, we're not really sure what panels are going to be like introduced this year, right? Because they haven't made an announcement yet. But like,
No, yeah.
who are you guys looking forward to see?
Oh, this year?
Yeah, I don't have anybody specific either, but I wanted to ask you guys.
You want to lead with it?
Me.
No, I was actually want to lead with it.
No, you go.
My first thing on my plate is Metal Gear Solid. I need that remaster.
Oh yeah.
Now that Konami and Kojima are like following each other, and we hearing teases of it, and they showed the new like Fox engine and stuff like that, I need that. I'm definitely need that remaster. Like if that's there, because I actually like I wanted that to be at the Video Game Awards so bad.
Oh, but I wasn't talking about thing though. I was talking about like panels, not the games. Yeah, we're gonna jump to that, but I have that. Yeah.
Panels.
You know what? Since we're on that, let's talk about that. Let's talk about the games you're looking forward to seeing this year.
Yeah, definitely that.
Yeah, I'm with you with the
Yeah,
Metal Gear, honestly.
absolutely.
Yeah.
We haven't heard anything from it. Like,
Not because I have two of them that I'm like really anticipating. Yeah.
So that's my main one. That and the day before, I need more like gameplay, more substance on it.
Day Before looks sexy.
Absolutely.
Though. Day Before looks
Beautiful.
mad sexy.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Shaquan, have you seen Day Before?
I think I've seen when they first announced it, but I haven't seen like any.
I did a reaction to it, I think.
Beautiful game.
I think I did watch it online.
Yeah?
Because when you did the reaction, I did watch it.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's on Kashcrow on YouTube.com. I did definitely look at that reaction.
Yeah. So for me, Shaquan, you want to go before I jump in?
No, you go ahead.
So one of my like personal favorite games, bro, that I feel like is totally like it's criminally underrated is Titanfall.
Yes.
And
yes,
I was actually reading an article that said it might be making a comeback this year because they asked the creator, and he was kind of being cryptic about the questions.
It's funny that you say that because I saw I followed this guy on Twitter, Nebelian, and like he will post like gaming news every now and then. Well, not every now and then. That's all he posts is gaming news. Yeah. But there was something where they said that Respawn is working on a AAA title that's going under a code name. It's supposed to be, I think, a first person. I don't know if they said it was a single player or not, but they're working on some type of first person. But they explicitly mentioned that it wasn't Titanfall related. So this would be like the first new like completely IP. Original IP from Respawn.
Bro, I hope it is Titanfall though, and I hope they're lying. Why? Yo, I think what they did with Titanfall, Titanfall 2 failed because of EA interference. Why I say that is because, they wanted, because of like the momentum they had in like the first Titanfall, EA thought that, hey, let's put it against Call of Duty and Battlefield, and you cannot do that to a sophomore title, bro, at all. Like Call of Duty and Battlefield have their devoted fan base, bro. Right? They have their devoted fan base. So that was crazy to me for you guys to like think that would be smart. That didn't make any sense. None, bro. Remember, back in the day, you were either playing Battlefield or you are playing Call of Duty. There was no in between.
And
games.
If you was rich, you had both.
You had both. Right? But even if you had both, you had fun based on like the experiences you were having, right? Battlefield and Call of Duty were two different, like totally different games.
It's like joining a gang.
Oh my goodness, bro.
Yo, we had so much like conversation around that. Like, oh no, Battlefield's better because I can see my hands and my knees when I bend down. Like, yo, shut up, bro. Like,
we have a friend named Brian. He was just like, his whole thing of Call of Duty is like, yo, he can run around corners and just get kills. And Battlefield, he have to work with people. He's like, yo, I hate playing Battlefield because they have snipers. Snipers can shoot me. I'm like, bro, if you tired of snipers, like, don't do this.
Right,
shit.
like change it up.
It's two different games.
Right.
Like they're first person shooters, but they have two different angles.
Right.
Angles,
and
exactly.
You can love them both perfectly. And Titanfall, I feel like, is another thing where it's like, it's not like, oh, if you play Call of Duty, you're not going to enjoy Titanfall. They're three different things.
Yeah.
You can enjoy all three. It's not a crime. No one's going to run into your house and put you in prison for it. Like,
yeah, but I feel like it was just like a very poor choice for them to like put that during that time.
Right.
Like,
Definitely.
That's Call of Duty Battlefield territory, bro. Leave that alone. Those guys are titans.
Yes.
Pardon the pun. But you know what I mean? Like, my second one, my second game that I'm looking forward to, it's kind of a cheat because they made the announcement recently. Splinter Cell. They just made an announcement that they're gonna reboot it.
Oh no, I didn't see that. Yeah, is it a reboot or isn't it a remaster or something?
It's a reboot.
Oh, it's a reboot. I thought it was a remaster. Okay.
But
I'm pretty sure
that's not even why I'm anticipating it though. Like, why I'm anticipating that is not even because of the announcement of the game. I want them to bring back Michael Ironside because that guy is Sam Fisher, bro.
Absolutely.
Sam Fisher.
Absolutely.
The last one they did, Blacklist, it took me completely out of the game because it wasn't him.
Absolutely.
Completely. Like this is not Michael Ironside.
Right.
I can't play this
right.
game. I can't play this game. I can't play it.
Absolutely.
It just took me out of the game. Like every minute, like every time I heard him speak, it was like, this is not Michael Ironside.
I just told them that and we was playing Breakpoint, the Tom Clancy game, and I was like, we're doing a Sam Fisher mission. I'm just looking at it like, this is so nasty. This is not my Sam Fisher. Who is this imposter?
Right.
Like,
not my hashtag, not my
exactly,
Sam Fisher,
like,
bro.
Yo, who is this dude? Yeah, nah.
Right? Nah.
Shit. This year, what is coming up? Okay, so this is like probably from left field or whatever, and Darren knows, like, I really like try to pay attention to indie games because I feel like they like personally, I feel like when it comes to innovation, like the things that we used to look to for like you might get a new PS2 game and it's like they're trying something different.
Right.
There's like a completely different angle on like a fucking fighting game or a stealth game or whatever the case may be. There's always like new, and now it's gotten a lot of pretty formulaic, I believe. I feel like indie games are just killing it right now, and there's like a lot of indie games that are getting like fucking Game of the Year nominations and stuff like that.
Look at even Kenna. Like, people are raving for Kenna, bro.
Yes.
Exactly.
And
so,
Kenna looks like a AAA title. It's an indie game.
Right. And so if you even look at like, I can't remember the name. The last good Sonic game that came out, it started off as a fan-based game by a bunch of indie developers, and then Sega, basically hired them, polished it up, released it, and that was like the best received fucking Sonic game in however many years. So I say all that to say, I'm like the indie game guy in a sense. And I'm really looking forward to this game called Bomb Rush Cyberpunk, which is created by these indie devs called Team Reptile. And I'm pretty sure I've told you this before, but like one of my favorite games of all time, if not my favorite game of all time, is Jet Set Radio. And I think that aesthetic is very... It's like you look at a game and you're just like, Jet Set Radio inspired this. So even if you look at games like Sunset Overdrive has a Jet Set Radio formula in there. Any game that you have like with that color scheme, cell shaded, it has that formula. And Team Reptile, their past, not 2 games, but the game that they made before Bomb Rush has that same aesthetic, and I loved it. So I'm very invested in their.
What game was that?
Lethal League.
Yeah, it's a fighting game we played on Game Pass.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
So
is it still on
absolutely.
Game Pass?
Yes, it's still on Game Pass.
I'll check it out.
It's like you have like a ball, and then you hit the ball back and forth, but like it gains momentum every time you hit it. So and everybody has like a bunch of different abilities, bro. It's wild. It's chaotic.
Which other game that we were talking about, Shaquan, from last year that had that Jet Set Radio feel? Solar Ash.
Yes, there we go. So it's like there's a lot of games that use like that momentum, but there's never been like a sequel, and nobody knows like what the fuck, like when the fuck, or if we're ever gonna get a sequel. But people have been asking it for like a whole lot of years, and Team Reptile, being the big fans that they are, made Bomb Rush Cyberpunk as like a spiritual sequel, and they're not the first people to try that. But this one really looks like it. It got the spirit, the movement, everything about it down. Like the music is, and that's a very important thing for Jet Set Radio. If anybody knows, like the music is, shout out to Hideki Naganuma, who is the composer. His music has a very specific sound, and like all the trailers for this game, which should hopefully be coming out, I believe, this year. If not this year, it's next year. Forgive me if I messed up the date. But it has skateboarding, rollerblading. It has parkour. It has people riding bikes and doing like crazy fucking tricks and shit.
Is it open world?
I don't think that. Yeah, it is open world. But I don't know if it's open world in the sense that like how we use the word open world.
It's an open area.
So
like a Tony Hawk game. Okay, exactly.
So, but it has that same type of feel, and bro, I'm looking forward to it. I'm in their Discord. I've been watching them do updates. Like, it's just amazing. I'm very, very excited for that. I'm looking forward to that heavily.
Okay, I'll check that out for sure,
sir. The new Sonic game, I don't remember what that's called, but that shit looked fucking dope. I think you did a reaction to that too, or no? You did a reaction to the movie.
Yeah, I did a reaction to the movie, but I didn't know the Sonic game came out until afterwards. And I was like, oh, look at me! I'm a gaming channel, and I did a movie review instead of the game. Well, but the game was. I was excited for the movie because the first one was pretty dope.
Yeah, I still gotta watch it.
Yeah, I didn't watch the.
No, I still gotta watch it. Right?
And you're a Sonic fan, Shaquan?
Bro, Sonic is like...
Bro, this guy is a legit, like, Sonic fan. Like, back in the day, Shaquan was always like, this guy would do doodles of Sonic. This guy talks like, he wakes up, Sonic. He goes to bed, Sonic. I'm like, bro, shut up.
It's so funny because you say that, but, like, I didn't come from, like, the richest family ever, so I couldn't afford to play all these fucking Sonic games. So I would just... have one game and fucking latch onto it for dear life, or go on the internet and just fucking Wikipedia like the lore
That's
for like
me and Shadow.
hours.
Absolutely.
Bro, I used to go.
I was a fan of Shadow though. Like Shadow was dope.
I broke the game.
Shadow and Knuckles, two favorites.
I played so much. I'll never forget the ring. I had the game on my console and I'm playing it for like the 69th time, and the console falls down with the game in it, and there's a ring around the and I just never end up, bro. Shit broke my heart. I'll never forget that.
Which Sonic was that?
Shadow the Hedgehog.
Shadow the Hedgehog.
Shadow.
Yeah, that was my Sonic. Like the way Shaq is about Sonic, that's my Shadow was mine, and he only had one game, so you know how I had to cherish that. So
I just want to know which boardroom sat down and was like, "Hey, this is this kid's game that everybody loves. Let's give the main character this game a gun.
Let's give the black hedgehog a gun."
Right. Yeah, the black hedgehog.
Brilliant. That was awesome, guys.
I see what they did there.
Right.
But yeah. So the new Sonic game looks pretty good, but you know, it's being hyped for a Sonic game is really a gamble because it can go really well, it can go really bad. You know, it never be in between. There's never like average. It's like it's either man, this is pretty good, or this shit is garbage, bro. But even when it's garbage, it's like you get content out of it. Like I get to see people play.
Yeah, they have some like gems, like or some little nuggets.
Exactly, something you can take out of it.
Yeah,
I'm looking forward to that, and definitely the new Kirby, the 3D Kirby. As much as I love Sonic, Kirby, I've definitely played more Kirby games than I played Sonic games, and I fucking love Kirby. Like Kirby's just like I don't know what to tell you, bro.
Yeah,
fucking love Kirby, bro. Like I used to play, and I used to have a Super Nintendo emulator because, like I said, couldn't afford these fucking games. I had a Super Nintendo emulator on. You know, please don't Nintendo. I'm sorry. I have money now. I can pay for it. But I had like my god brother. We'd come over and we just played nothing but like 2-player games, and that was one of the games that were consistently always had like a co-op mode to it. And you wouldn't think that Kirby would have a co-op mode, but all of his games, like not all, but majority of them have a co-op, and I don't think they've had like a dedicated game like that where it has co-op in a while. That had like that old feel with it. Yeah. And this one is a new, like a 3D like area, which they've never done, which is surprising. Actually, they've never done a 3D.
Oh,
like,
really? That's wild.
Yeah, so it's like an open world, like how when Sonic Adventure was like the first open world, you know, Sonic is basically that for Kirby. And this one has a co-op mode as well, so that's dope. That makes me.
That sounds interesting. Huh?
Definitely getting a Switch for that. I'm not gonna lie to you,
bro. I have my Switch. Darren, you should send me a friend request.
I definitely will.
Yeah.
I got charged my shit.
I got a few games. So I guess that's a question for the community then. Now, like, what games are you guys anticipating for 2021? Share your comments. Let me know.
Oh, another game that I'm anticipating. Well, I don't know if it's coming out or like, but I just had the idea because I just found out that there was an Easter egg in Ratchet and Clank where they kind of mentioned Sly Cooper.
Bro, don't do that. I haven't played the game yet. Don't do that, bro.
It's not a fucking.
I don't care. I want to experience that firsthand.
You a gaming champion.
He said, "Get it together."
Too fucking mad,
bro. I didn't have a PS5. Remember, I just got mine.
You have one now, and you took too long.
Whatever.
But spoiler alert! It's not a spoiler, but they kind of have a throwaway line where they mention like something about a raccoon or whatever, and people are saying,
"But Sly Cooper is not a part of their universe, is he?"
Apparently is.
And Jack and Dexter. So
what is with these people that's like merging universes nowadays? Marvel
Disney spoiled everybody. Like
Marvel, bro.
Everything is a
continuing narrative. Yeah. Like just give me a kind of a concealed story or man.
I feel you, but that being said, I would hate to, I would hate for them to just say that and then never do nothing.
Exactly.
I would love
because I need that.
I would love to before the end of the year somebody say, "Yo, Sly Cooper coming out."
Yeah. I need that.
Sly Cooper, like I don't know. I'm a sucker for like dope game design, dope character designs, and Sly Cooper had all of that.
Absolutely.
Shit.
Yeah, he had a slick design.
Raccoon that is a master thief. That
his muscled friend is a hippo, Murray. And then you have a genius turtle named Bentley.
Yo,
and they have a van with tech in it, like they're Batman, bro. I need that.
Yo, like Listen, that's the shit that I love. Like games that are fucking fun. Like everybody's so dark and depressing.
telling
Like
you.
Not only that, people get caught up in graphics too much. That's
true.
the problem.
Fuck them.
That's true.
Fuck them.
But that's what I was telling Shaq, I believe it was. I was like, we was talking about like Telltale games. I'm replaying Walking Dead now, and I'm like,
I didn't beat that game.
really? That whole franchise is a must.
But it's not for a lack of trying. So I was playing it and I stopped playing it and I went back the other day and the save file was corrupted and I was like far in the game, bro.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm not playing this shit anymore.
That's the
I'm
question.
not doing this. I'm not doing this.
Whether it's Batman or Game of Thrones, whichever one you jump at, just try one.
Oh, I beat the Batman. I beat both Batman.
Oh, okay.
That was sick.
Yeah.
That was sick. The
Wolf
Batman
Among
was
Us is a
good.
good one.
Yo, Wolf Among
Yes,
Us was also one of my
yes,
favorite
yes.
Telltale games,
That was
bro.
the first one that
Need
I
it.
found out about because of Andre.
Need that second
I'd be over Andre's house every fucking weekend, and it would be like a new fucking game either we're playing a demo or something else. And Wolf Among Us was one of them that he played from early, and he had the Walking Dead demo
Yeah,
where you could play it up to
the first episode. You
Yeah.
could only put,
I think
right,
just until you
and-
get to a little after the farm.
Bro,
Yeah.
Telltale, I'm not gonna say it's not for me, but it's not for me in the sense that I have like great like secondhand embarrassment and like anxiety when it comes to like making
decisions. He
So,
told
like,
me that
yeah,
before. He said,
definitely.
"That's too much decisions."
Specifically, all right, so specifically in that demo, when you go to Herschel and Herschel asks you questions about like the little girl,
He's
Yeah,
like, how you know
and
her?
he's like, yo,
giving
who's
you
that
the
little
third
girl?
degree.
Yeah, he's asking you, who's this little girl? He's like, oh yeah, I found her. I'm trying to save her. And Herschel's like, in the future, maybe don't tell
Yeah.
somebody that. I'm like, shit. So I'm like, all right, fuck, I'm gonna go back.
He said you got into a car accident.
This
How'd that
is
happen?
not a game. Bro, this is not a game where you have the fucking save file. This is a demo. So I'm playing from the beginning again just to get back to Herschel and say something else. I'm like, oh yeah, this is my daughter. He's like, maybe you should get better at lying. Bro, there's no right answer for that fucking part right there.
It's like a training.
That alone, I was just fucking stuck and I was like, I can't play this game. And then like, I think Xbox gave us the whole first episode because when it was ending, I believe, gave us the whole first episode, and I played it up to the point where that dickhead dude and his son was there or whatever. And bro, it
you
was
mean Duck? It's not Dickhead. It's Duck. His name is Duck.
Duck.
His name was Duck.
Close enough to dick, bro. Like,
You thought that was his name?
But I don't know what his name is, bro. I just call him the dickhead dude because he's a dickhead.
Oh, Kenny.
Because he's the one. Yeah, he did. So he caused a problem in that first
Absolutely.
episode, bro. At the farm.
When they was, I think it was like join his side or somebody else's side. It was some shit. I was like, I can't take this pressure, bro. You can't be giving me all of this like decision.
I
Like,
love
tell
that.
me what to do.
Mass
I fucking hate
Effect,
it.
Dragon Age.
And
I'll watch it.
Telltale.
I'll watch it.
And that's the reason why I didn't want to go back into The Walking Dead, because I was like, bro, I've made so many decisions already. It's
Yeah.
like
I don't remember
feels
what I
like-
said.
I don't remember what I
Right.
said, and it's almost like it's gonna be like a carbon copy of the last story I played. It's not gonna be the same
Right.
story.
Right.
So
Makes
man.
sense.
Like I'm all for like multiple endings and shit like that, but that like Telltale really put their foot in like the
yeah, bro, they
branches that you
kind
can
of
go through.
made their own little like lane
it's
when it
their
comes to
lane.
gaming.
Anytime somebody does something that's like that, you're gonna mention
Yeah,
Telltale.
Man of Medan, perfect,
So-
perfect example.
Perfect
Right.
example, yeah, for sure. They're trying to take it up to another level because
Absolutely.
it's more realistic.
Right.
I feel like that's the
Yeah.
only thing they can
Only
say
thing.
that's different from Telltale.
I think, but the thing is, Man of Medan, you can play with like
That's
friends.
important. That's big
So,
too.
Oh,
for me
yeah.
personally, it balances out the tension because like I can laugh, I can it's
Absolutely.
more of a experience for me that way. Well, Telltale, it was just like it's just me.
yeah,
feeling
then
the
all the
weight of
decisions
right.
rested on your
Now,
shoulders,
if
bro.
Darren fuck up, I could shout at Darren. I could be like, "Why'd you do that?" Whatever the fuck the case may be. But shout out to them though. Shout out because who would have ever thought, years ago that would be a thing. The closest thing we had to those was like point and click adventures.
Right, exactly.
Like Monkey Island 1 and 2 was like the closest fucking thing we had to
God,
that.
Monkey
Like,
Island.
wow.
Yeah, and there's another
said you
one,
love it?
something Castle.
Oh, you don't
No,
you don't like
at
Monkey
all.
Island? I just didn't have the patience
No.
for like clicking every part of the screen. But if games like that come back, I'd give that a try too. Honestly, if somebody does it right.
Right.
So there's some big news that just happened that I kind of want us to like lightly talk about. Mm-hmm. We kind of like were kind of laughing about a bunch of stuff that were happening on the show just now, but yeah, Xbox just bought Activision Blizzard. That's some insane shit. Listen, we're not gonna really like talk about like specifics of what happened because I kind of want to leave that for the next show. Mm-hmm. But like, is Microsoft trying to be Disney for video games?
Oh man, I would hope not, because a lot of their
Infinity Stones, my boy. That's all it is,
bro. I saw the meme too.
That's all it is.
I saw that meme.
I don't know. I think a lot of their rhetoric seems like from before all of this, before they bought even fucking Bethesda the other day.
Yeah.
Like it seems like they're trying to be more consumer friendly, mm-hmm. and you know people have been buying into that image. But if you do remember, at the beginning of the Xbox One console generation, they had some crazy like, yo, your Xbox got to be always online. Mm-hmm. They got to like this, that.
Trial and error, which is normal.
Yeah, it was anti that. Right. So I hope they haven't just like they pulling the fucking like switcheroo on us.
Right.
Or they're trying to get all of these major like developers under their belt to kind of like lead the conversation a certain way.
They're killing it, man.
Right.
They're killing it.
But I would just hate for them to just like build up so much goodwill.
Mm-hmm. After, and then like, to just like disappoint fans.
Yeah, just to be like, haha, like pull the rug from under our feet. Which I mean, I'm a big fan of giving people the benefit of the doubt. So I hope they're not trying to do no funny shit. But it is kind of scary to see like them just getting up, because I mean they're not gonna be able to get all the shit. I might say that, and then
you might just jinx.
Yeah,
that
I might
not
jinx
by
it.
saying that.
Let me not. But it's I'm cautious about it. But it is kind of fun. It's kind of exciting to see what's gonna happen.
Yeah. I want to see how this plays out. But Darren, you got any thoughts?
Just Xbox been killing it. That's like my whole idea and my whole pitch whenever I'm like advertising like Xbox, like I work for them or something. It's like if I get my hands on an Xbox console for this next gen, and I just happen to get it, and I don't have $70 for a video game, I could spend $10 on Game Pass and be straight for however long. I can't do that for PlayStation.
Right.
So I feel like,
I mean, they kind of have like a weird library going on right now. They have stuff that you can play for free.
You definitely can.
It's not really.
But I'm not trying to. But then I have to play for PlayStation Online and stuff like that. There's nothing free that's gonna.
PlayStation actually has two different kind of subscriptions when you think about it. They have the PlayStation Plus, and they have PlayStation Now.
Yeah, PlayStation Now.
Which doesn't make sense to me. Why not just make one package instead of like splitting it into two? And that's literally all.
So now that's what Spartacus could be.
Right. Oh, maybe.
That's what it could be. That's what it should be. And it's not so much money. Like the biggest thing that PlayStation Plus had was like every month we get a dope game. Literally, PlayStation Plus has not been anything special for months.
No.
Right.
So.
No. Yeah, you're right. Because I'm on both. I'm on Xbox and PlayStation, bro. Xbox, like their day one releases are up on Game
Absolutely.
Pass. First day.
Absolutely.
Sometimes you get them beforehand. You'll get them a couple of hours before the game actually drops.
I just reinstalled the new Rainbow Six game. I just installed it, waiting for it tomorrow so I can play it.
That's what I was saying too. Like, a big thing about it is that certain games, because me and Darren, like, we play Rainbow Six Siege, not too excited about Extraction. Like, if it wasn't on Game Pass, I probably would never give it the time of day. But who knows? We might play it. It might be they might knock it out the park.
Exactly.
Not,
but we have that chance now.
I haven't had any faith in Rainbow Six in a long time, so hey.
Yeah.
I think Siege is pretty good. Siege has a pretty good community.
Yeah.
A lot of people are kind of iffy on Extraction because like the game itself used to be a mode in Siege.
Right.
So like a lot of people were like, oh, I'll play it, but I won't pay $60 for it.
Then they did the price drop.
I'll pay $30. I'll pay $30 out of that. But if it's on Game Pass, it's like a low risk. You dip your toe in, and it might give it a nice little community.
Exactly.
You know? So it's a really cool idea.
We are giving these options. Microsoft, that's important. We're giving the option.
You got option.
Yeah, they got it, bro. They got it.
All right. So let's leave everything right here. That was a pretty good conversation, guys. Thank you,
Definitely.
guys.
No problem.
Before we leave, Shaquan, what are some games we got this week?
Well, what to play this week? I mentioned it before. From Team Reptile, they have a game, Lethal League Blaze. I think it's amazing. It's also on Game Pass right now. I had bought it from before it was on Game Pass, but if you love like fucking chaos and you have 3 friends that you can play a game with, definitely get that. It's very easy to learn. It has online as well. Also Yakuza 0. It's about to, I think most of the Yakuza games are on, if not all of them are on Game Pass right now, but they're leaving soon.
Bruh, we're starting to sound like Xbox fanboys.
Yeah, I don't want it to sound like that, but I can't lie to you. That's what I've been playing for a while. Yakuza 0. Always been a fan of the franchise. And it's a really good time to get into it. I think it's about to leave soon, so might as well get into it
before it goes.
Right. So that's what I'm talking about this week.
All right, Darren. Gameplay of the week.
Gameplay of the week. From the legend himself, Skipper 876.
Yes, sir.
Killing it on Rainbow Six as he always does. It's my game. It makes me look like an amateur at it, but
all right.
If you want to watch the physical clip, you can go to our YouTube channel. It'll be up there for you to watch and enjoy and be as amazed as I am. So
right.
Yeah. All right.
Shout out to Skipper.
Yes.
So like I mentioned, guys, like every show, we want to end the show on kind of like an inspirational note. And the best way I can think of, it's the most appropriate way, I think, is by doing a video game quote. So Darren's going to take it away this week.
Quote for
Darren,
this week,
what do you got?
By my guy, Alan Wake, says, if our lives are already written, it would take a courageous man to change the script. I felt that.
Oh, damn.
That
man spit.
Yeah. All right, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Shout outs to Darren and Shaquan for being on today. You guys can also follow this podcast on YouTube. You can follow Darren everywhere. This guy's doing everything. Follow Shaquan on Instagram. All of their links will be in the footnotes of this podcast, so you guys should go check it out. So again, it's been your boy Dre. Thank you guys for tuning in. Oh, by the way, consider subscribing because we put a lot of work in this bad boy.
A lot of work.
Yeah, man. So with all that said, again, it's been your boy Dre. Thank you guys for watching and or listening. And like always, I always say this. It's kind of my thing now.
Right.
Play on, player.
Sir.
Peace.